we still need to talk about a couple more credibility issues. Maybe I've lost a little credibility of you not knowing that this was coming next, but here it is. Chain of custody. When you've picked up those logs in your log management system and you're using them, remember, pull those copies, store those copies away in your evidence locker, and prepare them for the court. Usually when we're talking about web services and we're talking about web logs and we're preparing them for court, there was an attack by an outsider, and there's going to be more than just the web log information. Somebody comes and does a defacement on your site, you're not going to prosecute them. Somebody comes and goes and attacks your credit card database in the back end for your SQL server. Well, you not only have the web logs here for your chain of custody, but you've got your logs back there in the database server for that piece of the chain of custody. So you have to pick up all this evidence together, wrap it all up in a nice neat bundle, and protect it as it moves from you to the court system. Remember, there is the IIS centralized logging capability. You can process all of the websites together, and you can parse that data together. This decreases the amount of system resources that are consumed during logging and allows you to say to the courts, hey, we have centralized logging here, and this is our business process that supports it. ODBC logging. This is Open Database Connectivity logging. This is the connection from your web server to your backend server here, if that is a Microsoft server on the backside. If it's another server, let's say if it's an Oracle server, they have a different logging mechanism for the database connectivity. If it's Java, it may be JDBC on the backside. So you want to look at those record fields of connections from your web server to your database server on the back end. If it's all IIS, it's excellent because you can say, I saw the person come in and gain access and authenticate to the web server. We pass that back to the database server here. We see the web log of them coming in. We see the ODBC log of us referring back to the SQL server. We see the SQL server returning the information, which then is recorded in the ODBC log, and then we see the fulfillment of the request in the web log here. You've got to line all of those series of events up from request to fulfillment of request, even if it's through you to the database server on the back end. Apache logs are a little bit different than the IIS logs. They have an error log and an access log. Both of those are in plain text. You can use those as diagnostic tools. The error log messages are encountered while process requests have errors on them. That's not the error of client error or server error. That's processing request errors internally to the server itself. Next, we're going to investigate the web attacks.